Welcome back to Lump in the Road, or welcome to Lump in the Road. Um, to be honest, I pressed the start recording button thinking there was going to be a countdown, so I'm really going into this episode just like open minded. I've got no script, nothing. I would just, sorry about that. Um, Basically, this episode, I want to talk about depression and sadness, my experiences with it, how it's probably just being over dramatic, how I cope. I don't think I'm much of a sad person anymore. I was sad, but like it was just for dumb reasons. Like I would get very upset about like breakups and stuff. I feel like I would get upset about the little things. But yeah, that's basically what we're just going to be talking about. I say we, but this is going to be one of the. I think this is the first episode where it's just me talking by myself, so it should be a good one. Yeah, just sit back, relax, get some tissues, think about your experiences, and yeah, let's just talk about sadness. All right, so um, yeah, like I said earlier, I I don't know, it's just gonna be weird. I would say I'm not really a sad person. I always have people there for me, whether it's friends, family, girlfriend. I always have somebody there for me. So I never am really upset. Sometimes at night though it just hits me. I'm like everybody else. I'm pretty sure that's normal. It's just like 3 a.m. You're just like scrolling on TikTok or YouTube, and you're just like depression. It's not even like depression. It's just like realizing that life isn't going how you want it to. So I would say like sadness really started going into like middle school, like sixth grade ish. Like, sure, I've been sad a couple times before that. Like, if I don't get a treat or if I don't get a toy that I want, like when I was younger, sure, I would get upset with that stuff. But like the real sadness didn't start until like middle school, where I started like becoming more self conscious on my surroundings and like how my life is changing for better and worse. In fifth grade, I had a lot of my friends move schools, so that kind of hit me, and I started listening to more. I wouldn't say sadder, but like calmer music, some stuff like that. I guess sadder, yeah. Um, and I cried in class one time. I was a fucking loser. I cried in class because like it just like I got a huge wave of like my friends are leaving me. I'm never gonna see them again. They're leaving forever. So that kind of hit. Um, but then I made some new friends, and I was super happy. So that was fifth grade. Sixth grade, um, not much. Seventh grade online ish with sixth grade. Yeah, middle school was basically all online because of coronavirus. So, seventh grade is when I started getting even more depressed because it was when I was like really down in like my weight era. Like I was super big, super lazy because of coronavirus. So that just kind of left me in a bad setting. I was just depressed. Okay, well, depressed is like a really big term. Like depressed is like you're sad, you don't want to do anything, and like hold up, let me search up what depressed means. All right, so I pulled up the definition, and it says a person in the state of general unhappiness or despondency. Synonyms are sad, saddened, unhappy, gloomy. A person suffering from clinical depression. It's basically just being really sad, like just really sad. So I feel like depression is like really extreme though. Like sadness and depression are on a whole nother level. But yeah, so in seventh grade, I weighed a bunch, and this was when I was going like super girl crazy. All of my friends had girlfriends, so like I was just like really trying to go for a girlfriend. But going for a girlfriend when you're 200 fucking pounds doesn't always work out. 200 pounds at seventh grade is not good, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Um, but yeah, being a fat ass trying to get a girlfriend doesn't work out, and it leaves you heartbroken because you're so in love with a person that you confess. You get all the courage and you confess, and you get broken down and rejected. I mean, this is for a whole nother episode, but I think at that point, I didn't even like the girls. I was just desperate and I just wanted somebody. I settled for anybody. I didn't even like necessarily like them. I just wanted someone, anyone. So I think I got rejected 10 times in seventh grade, which just, it fueled me for my weight transformation. That's for sure. Just the sadness and like wanting to be better to make them jealous for rejecting me. But yeah, getting rejected just left me sad. And that's what caused me to work out. So sadness definitely had a benefit on me then. Um, and then going into eighth grade, I was still like a little bit chubby. Like going into eighth grade in September, I was chubby, and then going into it in January. Yeah, because January is the first month. So those 3 months after school, I was in pretty decent position, and that's when I actually started to get girlfriends. They were all flings, but like that took me out of sadness. That took me out of sadness. I had a good couple of months that I wasn't sad, and then when they did break up with me, I was sad again, which is difficult, but like it it hurts because the you got to go into it knowing this girl is either going to be my true love or it's going to be the worst heartbreak ever. You got to go into a relationship thinking that. I don't want to go into it thinking that, but it's either going to be true love or a heartbreak. And most of the time, it's just going to be the worst heartbreak ever. Because every single girl is just going to get worse and worse getting rejected. Not rejected, just broken up with. And then sometimes you love a girl so much, but then you just gotta let them go because they're not good for you, or like it's not healthy. Which also leaves you sad because you like them so much, but you just gotta let them go because it's not right. So yeah. So basically, I only get sad if it's because of a relationship failure. My grandma died in when I was in like seventh grade, like midway through seventh grade, and I didn't cry. Um, I didn't cry at all. I was just like, oh, that sucks. There she goes. Sorry, Be Real just went off. I'm just taking a Be Real right now. Um, so yeah, grandma died, and like it affects my family, but I didn't care. I don't think I shed a single tear. And I don't know if it's because I wasn't close to her. I was pretty close to her. I saw her multiple times a year, but like I don't know if it was just because I was numbed from all of my rejections that I just didn't cry. But crying's a whole nother thing with sadness because like I broke my leg and I didn't cry, but like you can cry when you're not sad. Because like if you break your leg and you cry, you're not sad. You're just in pain. So like crying isn't always related to sadness. I just wanted to like put that out there. I don't know. I don't know why I put that out there, but I just wanted to like mention that crying doesn't always mean that you're sad. It could just be pain. Pain and sadness is a whole nother thing too. Because pain is just like, well, no, I guess they're similar. Because it's painful to get broken up with, but it leaves you sad. So yeah, I don't know. And then so 8th grade, and then puberty, like you just get like random mood swings, and you just like left upset, wondering why things are happening, like why certain someone is doing certain something, why your brain is working against you. Like the whole reason I'm making this episode is because earlier I just felt sad. Like my life couldn't be better right now. I'm passing in high school. I've got a bunch of good grades, satisfactory grades, like B pluses, A minuses. I've got good grades, and my relationship with my girlfriend is really well right now. I think it's just like we hung out yesterday and we were like really really close, but like my mom thinks that we're moving too far in our relationship too quick, even though we're coming up on 2 months. We're coming up on 2 months. So she said we're not allowed to like make out or like kiss. So we didn't. So we went the whole entire hangout without kissing. And I think that just left a mark on me because I was right there. I was so close. And yet I just couldn't. So, but yeah, relationships and parents are a whole nother story, a whole nother podcast. But I think that's what messed me up today. It's just like not being with her, or not like, I don't know, man. I don't want to sound like a simp. I don't even know what that word means. I think it's just like head over toes for a girl. But like me not being with her doesn't necessarily make me upset. It just throws me off. Like I want to be with her, but I can't. It just leaves me upset a little. I can do things to be with her while not being with her, like playing video games, going on FaceTime. But like, I don't know, man. And then sometimes there's like good sad, like you'll just be laying in bed at night, you'll turn on some like slower music, some sadder music, and you'll just like feel the feels, you know? So if I am ever sad, like for any reason, I'll just like put on a playlist. I've got a bunch of playlists. I'll just put on one of them that are slower and just listen to that. Just try to calm myself down. If I'm home, I'll just sleep. Like that's not like a good thing to do, I guess, or something, but I'll just take a nap. Or if I have a bunch of energy and I'm sad and I can't sleep, then I'll just call up Tyler from the Bro Talk podcast and I'll just work out. That's what I did earlier. Um, so yeah. Sadness is a really touchy topic, so you guys can go all out on me in the comments if you're on YouTube or whatever you want to do. Oh, this dude's a wimp, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care. This is Lump in the Road. If you're here to listen. So, if you're here to listen and make fun, do that, I guess. I don't know, whatever makes you feel good. But yeah, sadness sucks. There's ways to get around it. Sometimes it can be good, sometimes it can be bad. You don't want to be in a place where you're always sad, because then it's not healthy. Find the people that make you happy, not the people that make you sad, and be with them. That's basically all I've got for this episode. It's a pretty short one, but sadness isn't something I've got a lot of information on. I'm a pretty happy guy. In middle school, I was always the happy, laugh guy, but like underneath that, I was always upset. I did, I did have a certain stage where I was like really down. Like I thought I was in a decent space for my like body, and I actually cut myself on the arm. Cause like I heard that it was like, oh, it's supposed to help. It's supposed to make you feel better, and stupid shit like that. So I actually cut myself on the arm once, and I've got a scar from it, and I will never do it again. And then I didn't do it in private. I did it in front of my friends because I wanted attention. I guess I was just being like a little attention whore or something. I don't know, man. Sadness isn't a great thing unless it's like midnight and you're just sad. That's fine. But if it gets that far where you're cutting yourself or you're just doing bad stuff to cope with the sadness, then that's not fine. Hopefully, you guys liked this episode or didn't like or just could relate. If you are sad, find some things that make you happy. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I really enjoy making these episodes, and I hope you guys enjoy listening. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you whenever I post next. I know I've got an episode posted for this Friday, so I'll see you guys then. See ya.